This is Gene Adam, former lead singer of Iced Earth. Be sure to subscribe to Podcast and Stone, and don't forget, join our community on social media. Metal lives.
I haven't done this in a while. I ain't done this intro in a while, Chuck. I haven't done it in a while. Ladies and gentlemen of the Iced Earth community, welcome to Podcasting Stone, the only podcast 100% dedicated to iced mother fucking earth, and also dedicated to everything Iced Earth related. I'm joined, as always, by the incomparable Chuck Hoskins. Good day, Chuck. How you doing, sir?
Good day, my friend Jason. How are you?
I'm alright. It's been a long while since we've recorded.
It has been a while since
Skype has been a bitch. We have, to let people know, we have recorded in the past, but Skype just likes to mess with everything, and for some reason my computer likes to delete stuff that I've not told it to delete, which is weird. We had like Live in Action Korean all done. I had it all edited, like it was ready to go in the editing software, and I went back onto the editing software and it was like, cannot find files, and I'm like, wait, what? And he asked me to locate the files. I'm like, locate. I'm like, where the fuck's this gone? It wasn't in the folder that I saved it in. I was like, where the fuck's it gone? Like, what the hell? So that disappeared, so I couldn't do that. So sorry about that, Chuck. Kind of fucked it up.
We are going to re-record it, and it's going to be better. We're going to remaster it for 2019. And we did our Luke episode, and Luke's Wi-Fi that day was pretty bad and a lot of drop-offs and freezes, and we decided with Luke that we didn't want to put out a subpar interview, so Luke's going to come back with us soon and refilm that.
I want to preface as well that, you know, it's not Luke's not to blame. It's just internet can be shit and Skype can be shit, and you know, I'm on the verge of being done with Skype, to be honest. You know, me and Chuck spoke about how, you know, Skype likes to fuck things up more often than not. Even with its format, like I can't have, you know, the only way we can be on screen right now is me just fiddling with this little window that I was in, my camera feed. It kind of gave us back the multiple camera feeds in one window, then took it away again, and I've had to just like make do with what we've got, and it's just a piss take. Like they keep fixing what isn't broken, and it's really annoying. Sorry if this episode has started into like bitching mode, but I'm sorry, I'm in that kind of mood this evening.
It's a good day. It's a good day. Some cool stuff is going on.
Yes, there is.
Enter the Realm is upon us, Jason. What are your thoughts so far on? I know you did a brief kind of thing. What's your thoughts so far on Enter the Realm? Have you been able to spin it yet?
Oh yeah, multiple times. Like, I think it. You know, I even did a comparison. You know that bootleg we've got that has Enter the Realm.
Oh yeah.
I did a comparison, and it's shocking how bad the bootleg comes across once you've heard this remaster. It's night and day. Like, the remaster is just, it's never sounded better, you know. Like I said, like I said in the review that I did on my other channel, look up Slave to the Dark on YouTube, you'll find it. But yeah, it's just sounds so just full of fire, full of hunger, and it just sounds great. I just think it sounds wonderful. And
no, I go ahead.
I was just saying, and John knows how to package his releases. The way they package and, you know, and present their releases is just beautifully done. Like, the artwork is incredible. You've got a pin there, which is this massive pin.
The
like,
pen.
T-shirt. Yeah, just the way they go about like packaging it and presenting it to the consumers is great. You know, that's the one thing that, you know, especially us physical collectors, you know, yeah, hell, if it's a digipack, we're gonna get it. If it's a jewel case, we're gonna get it, because we like to have those we're kind of completionists in that regard, sort of. So we like, if it's packaged well, it's gonna look more appealing. And I think the bundles they've offered for it and just the general package in general is really well done.
I agree. Now, have you done a comparison On the C, I haven't got the CD yet. Have you got any of the CDs yet for Enter the Realm?
No, I do plan to eventually, but not yet.
I'm holding off waiting for a jewel case myself when I find one on eBay, so
Is
I'd
it
rather have a jewel case.
strictly
I
digipack at the moment?
Everything I've seen so far through the distributors have been digipacks.
Right.
So I'm waiting for a jewel case, which I had to wait for quite a while for the John Schaefer Purgatory to show up
I have a
on
question.
a jewel case. Yes, sir.
Does that pin not hurt your head?
It doesn't. It's got little things on the other side, and this is getting gifted out to our good buddy Adam Ortiz. But I just wanted to kind of sport it one time before I send it out.
See,
I'm sure he'll.
like there's a lot of people that going back to like how they've packaged and presented things. A lot of people kind of bitched and moaned about the $70, and you got that kind of for the show, for the North American shows, and how you got the tankard or whatever it was that you got.
Yeah.
The ice stuff. People bitched about how shit that looked. Yeah, me included. Like I haven't got one, but it didn't look very good to me. But like looking at your pin you've got, that just proves to me like they don't always half-ass it. Sometimes they'll get a really good manufacturer, and because I was expecting like a small pin, but that's quite sizable. I was really impressed.
Again, I'm going to disagree with you because I know we do that. I think for the $60 VIP for the Incorruptible tour, what we got was very good. The poster was incredible. We got the coins, and sure, it wasn't a $40 cup, but we didn't pay $40 for it. And for the time that we got to spend with the greatest band ever,
Yeah.
it could have been a paper cup, and I would have said, great.
Hell, saying that though, like I've been watching this channel called the Punk Rock NBA, and this guy talks about how certain bands have become really big, and he was talking about, I forget what band he was talking about, but he was talking about how there'll be this band who think they're worth £200 a photo, so they'll just like, oh yeah, take a photo with the band, but it'll be $200. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not paying $200 for a photo. You know what I mean? Like there's bands that think they're worth like more than they are, and they think they can get away with shit. Whereas Ice Earth will give you a reasonable and give you more than what you probably get. Obviously the experience alone is. We're going on this bit of a tangent. We're going on a bit of tangent here, but it doesn't matter. It's a rambling episode, just a catching up episode. Who cares? But yeah, like I said, there's these bands that try to charge you more than they're worth, and get shat on to right. But there's bands like Ice Earth there where they'll charge you a modest fee, and you usually get more for your money because you're getting the experience, absolutely, which is priceless.
Well, and I know some of the bigger tier bands, and I've spoke to fans of both Slayer and Kiss, where they've recently paid $1,000 for a picture with the band. They rush you in, they rush you out, and nothing signed. I got probably 12, 15 items signed by John last time. And it's not because I knew him or because, we do the show. Everybody did. Because he took the time with the fans. And
yeah,
I have no problem. I mean, Kiss is obviously a bigger tier band than Iced Earth. If they charge $1,000 and sign a few things and talk to you for 5 minutes, I could see that. But to pay $1,000 and then you're out the door after just a picture, that's ridiculous.
The problem I have with bands like that, bear in mind bands that have already made their fortune. Like Gene Simmons is a millionaire, no doubt. Like he's got his fortune. Why does he need to charge £1,000 for a photo? He doesn't. He can be consumer friendly and actually like go, okay, $20 you have a photo, or hell, do a VIP package that's reasonable price, $70 or whatever, and get a photo, get stuff signed, get VIP lanyards, whatever. That's the thing. That's what winds me up about these bigger bands that think they're worth more than they are. Even though they've made this, like the same with Metallica. Metallica charge way too much money for their shows. I understand their show. They put a lot. There's a lot going on in their shows, the pyro and stuff. But like they're multi-millionaires. They don't need to charge that much for VIP or just a general general admission was at like $120 over here. They're coming. They're touring in July, but they want $120 for a ticket. I'm not paying that. You don't fucking. I would want a VIP lanyard, meet and greet for that kind of money. I would want the full shebang. But no, that's just general admission for a Metallica gig. That's why I'm fortunate that my favorite band isn't one of those massive, huge bands that thinks they're worth more than they are, and they appreciate their fans, and that's why I love them.
Well said. So I know you have something very. Do you have your cassette box set close by?
I haven't received it yet.
Your cassette?
My cassette.
The
bundle.
The first four. Yeah, the first four.
What the box set with the. Oh
yeah, that's so cool.
Wait, I forgot to get it out. 1 second.
I'll speak while you're going.
Yeah.
So Jason is getting the a box set that was recently put out, not on the Iced Earth merch page for some reason, for Floggy Records or something, but it's the first 4 albums, and they're really cool colored cassettes. So show that to the people. I'm going to get one. I just have to finish my Enter the Realm cycle that I'm on right now.
Yeah, I didn't know what you said there, but you let me know if I'm repeating what you just said.
Probably, but go ahead.
Obviously, I made a video on Facebook when I got this. I got this super early as well. I don't know why. I don't know how. Maybe they realised that I'm part of podcasting, so I don't know. I don't know how. I got it super early. I swear I got it like 2 weeks early or something. But it's such a nice box set, and I don't know how they've got they must have licensed this from Century Media, because it is a Flogger Records exclusive, and they're still sealed, so I have no reason to open them. But I've shown these before, but I'm gonna show them now. You've got the debut album, and it's on a white cassette.
Nice.
With the awesome Iced Earth logo on there. Night of the Storm Rider on a black cassette, again with the Iced Earth logo there. Dark Saga, well, wrong way around, sorry. Burnt Offerings, which is my favourite. It comes on a red cassette with the Iced Earth logo.
That's sweet.
And obviously finally Dark Saga, and it's on a gold cassette.
Nice.
With the Iced Earth logo. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful box set. It's quite minimal in terms of what you get. You get the cassettes, and you get an art print of each album. Each album, like Burnt Offerings art.
Now, are those CD sized? Those little cards? It's hard for me to gauge how big they are.
They're a bit smaller than CD size. They're not as wide. I had mine on CD to gauge with them.
That's also very fairly priced, wasn't it?
I paid €35. So work that out what you will. I don't know what that for pounds.
About 40 US.
For pounds, it's about 30 British pounds. But yeah, this is a Flogger Records exclusive. I don't know if you can see that there. It's probably in reverse,
but
you can see the logo there. I'm guessing it's licensed by Century Media. I'm hoping it sells well. Limited to 500 pieces, as far as I'm aware. Shame it's not numbered anywhere. That would have been a cool thing, but it is what it is. If you go on to floggerrecords.com, this is not the only cassette box that they've done. They do them for numerous bands. I don't know what the availability are then, because obviously they're all going to be limited. But they've got like Cannibal Corpse. I forget who else, but Cannibal Corpse caught my eye because I love Cannibal Corpse. But they do quite a bunch of these limited cassette box sets, and they seem to be quite popular. So 500 pieces. Grab it if you want it. I want it to sell out because I want them to do the next 4. Of course I do.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see the albums we didn't get on cassette, like Framing Armageddon, and beyond.
Dystopia.
Dystopia, all of them. Yeah, I want to see definitely the later albums. But yeah, what colours could you see? I can see like, I could see Something Wicked being on brown cassette. I can see Horror Show being on a blue cassette.
Blue.
Well,
Same thing for Crucible.
yeah.
Maybe Glorious on a nice green.
Yeah,
Or
that'd be
tan.
yeah.
Framing could be gold.
Yeah,
Dystopia could be blue.
I can see this being maybe somewhat of a sought after collectible soon.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. It is on Discogs now, finally. So, I've been keeping an eye on it. Like I said, I have one more of the purgatories, or not purgatories, the Inner of the Realms to hunt down. And I'll show this one. This is my Century Media Orange that I just got today. Me and Jason did a unboxing earlier today before we went on air because I knew it would be loud to open up. I will say I do love these engraved vinyls, but there's certain colors where it's completely wasted. Like this is a beautiful vinyl and I'm by no means complaining, but the etching on it is just, it's wasted. I can't see any of it.
I have the red, which I think out of all the colours, the red seems to be the most common. Oh, sorry, this is the white. What am I talking about? This is the white one. That's the white one. EMP exclusive. It's beautiful and white. Again, the etching is a bit wasted because you can't really see it on the white very well. But I love the white. The white's awesome.
Now I have a few of the different clears, and I know I posted a picture of this on our group. This is by far the clearest clear I have. It is beautiful. Again, etching completely wasted. Can you see any of that?
No.
But it's a beautiful record. I'm so glad I got it. And some of these have really cool hype stickers. That's a awesome.
See, mine's different.
But this is clear. This is the clear. Which one is that? You got the white?
It's the red, but I mean the hype stickers are different. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, you got yours from Century. Is yours from Century Media?
Yeah,
my hype stickers mine's the same for red.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get this in the light so people can see it, but it's very hard. There's no way you can see this, is there?
A little bit.
It's really hard. That's what she said.
Huh.
Crap. What have I done? Alright.
So the red looks excellent. Now, what colors do you have, Jason?
Just the red and white.
Red and white. And you have the autographed black on the way, correct?
Yep, and the autographed blue. I think that's going to be autographed as well, I think.
Nope, just the black.
Oh,
Here
cool.
is the black. Here's the black, autographed by John. I was hoping that it would be signed like the cassette by Seymour and Gene, but just John is great. I will show the black looks outstanding. Again, with the light, I'm not sure how you're going to be able to see that. And you say, and I'll show the lilac real quick. That one turned out really good. I'm still waiting on my white from Germany eBay, and I still have to order the yellow. See, I think the purple turned out great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But purple's one of my favorite colors, so that's not a surprise. We also got our Luke Appleton packages in. I don't have my CD on me because it's in the car. It hasn't left the playlist since I got it. I got you got a shirt also, right, Jason?
Yes, I don't have it to show, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'll
mine's
do it.
hanging up in there.
I'll do it.
It's an out. If you have not ordered this album, it's outstanding. There's some really killer tracks on there. The production is a lot better than the EP. Not that it was bad on the EP. Some electric guitar solos in this one. Yeah, that's a really cool shirt. I love the back too. Snake Eyes taunting me. Um, Medusa is a standout track, and Slay the Hydra with Gene is amazing. So if you haven't got Luke Appleton's CD, go get it now. It's awesome.
I've not
I'll be
listened to it
doing a
yet,
review on.
so that needs to change.
I'll be doing a review and putting it on our Facebook group soon.
Cool.
Speaking of our Facebook group, something that's been cool going on in our Facebook group is some people have been selling some stuff, yourself included. I think that's outstanding. If you're looking for something, place an ad on there and say, is anybody selling their whatever? If you're wanting to sell or trade something, by all means, put it on our group. I think that's so cool. I recently purchased a couple things, a box set signed, which I didn't have. I had the regular one signed, so I'm excited about that. The Plagues box set, and another one that I'm actually trading. So, and I know you sold your Demons and Wizards picture disc, and
Yeah,
that sold very quickly, didn't it?
yeah, I sold that to Lorcan Black. So thank you very much,
Okay.
dude, for buying that from me. That was really cool of you, because I thought to myself, I'm not a fan of pitch discs for one, so they don't get spun very often. Like even my my Pyramaze vinyl doesn't get
Yeah.
spun very often because it's picture disc. So yeah, I thought $40 was fair for that. It covers shipping as well, because obviously from the UK it's going to cost a little bit to ship. So I was able to pick up a few vinyl that I wanted to have with that. So yep, shipping that off first thing tomorrow morning, which would be Tuesday the 23rd of April. So that's my first.
Now,
That's my morning duty of tomorrow.
will you be ordering the new ones on vinyl?
Already have, but I've stayed away from any coloured, any bundles, because I can't afford it for one. See, I
For
ordered
those?
uh, the the first album on black, on vinyl, and then I ordered Touched by the Crimson King on black from Century Media Europe. And
Okay.
I know they're good. They get me the shit, because I thought to myself, oh, I'm not gonna go all out on those colours. I'm not the biggest Demons fan, to be fair, to be honest with you. I don't think their music's bad. I like it, but I'm not a fan. Like, I'm a massive Iced Earth fan. Obviously, this podcast is a big part of that. But I thought I'm just gonna keep it modest. Just get both of them on black vinyl. I'm done.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I'm kind of just going to pick one that's easy to get on eBay and just go for that after the release date. Now, when their new album is due out, I will want to pre-order it so I have it as soon as possible. But it's already on Spotify, and that's another thing that I know a lot of Iced Earth fans are happy about is the SPV stuff is finally on Spotify. Correct?
Yeah. The entire. It's funny because the SPV stuff went live the same day as Enter the Realm went live, so it feels like the catalog is complete now on Spotify.
Right.
You've got everything. You can even include the Purgatory EP. So you've got the Purgatory EP. You've got Enter the Realm. You've got the first. You've got the first the '90s albums. Then you've got the SPV stuff, and then you've got the modern Stu Block stuff. It's all there, and
That's great.
it's really good. Like I was on holiday. Not last week, the week after. I went up north, I went down south for a little while in the UK with my girlfriend and stuff. And on my way home, like, because she lives away from me, so I got off the train. She carried on to where she was living, and I just chucked on Glorious Burden on Spotify. I was like, awesome, I can listen to this album again when I'm out. Wicked. So that was cool. It's cool
Yeah,
to
a lot
hear.
of people were complaining about that.
Yeah,
Now,
it's nice to see the catalogue complete.
for your new Enter the Realm, and I'll show you mine. Do you plan on opening in it, or are you gonna leave it sealed?
I'm probably going to keep it sealed. I have no reason to open it.
And I'll go ahead and show off mine. Here's my original. Now it has the signed J card, which I'm so happy about. Original J card, signed by Greg, Gene, and John. Hoping to take that with me this year to Florida and have it completed. That would be awesome.
Who are you missing? Randall.
Randall and David.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave I'm actually gifting my black and white shirt to Dave Abel because he sent me some really cool stuff. So I told him I'd hook him up with the extra shirt. So Dave's a cool dude.
Yeah, I like to just bring up some stuff. It's really nice to see people just sharing stuff in our group, man. Like Adam Morty sharing he got his bundle with the baseball shirt. I almost got that baseball shirt, but it didn't come with the vinyl. It only came with the CD, so I kind of passed on it. But I think out of the 3 shirts, that's the coolest one. I think that's the coolest shirt out of the 3 bundles they had up.
The baseball shirt?
Yeah, I think it looks.
See, I'm happy. I'm super happy with the one I got.
I haven't got either of mine yet, so like I said, but we'll
would
see.
you? And I know we have talked about this off the air. I would have really have liked to have seen the original artwork on one of the vinyls. Do you think that would have been a cool touch, or are you glad they're all the new album artwork?
Like John said, it was literally impossible to do it because they don't. Because remember, that's a drawing that was scanned and used. I don't think they had I don't think they can get a higher res. So it'd be really poor quality if they blew that up. It would just look crap. So I'm all for the new artwork. I think the new artwork is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
David Newman's stump is on a freaking roll. Did he do the Touched by the Crimson King?
I'm guessing so because he seems to be
awesome.
He seems to be the go-to guy when it comes to John and his art. So it does feel that way.
That was a huge upgrade on that one. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, the original artwork for that album is not really the best in the world.
I don't think it's bad. I just think the new one's better. Even the first one is better, even though it's very similar. The colors and stuff just pop a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
And I have been hearing that the new Demon stuff is some of the coolest stuff. We're going to just have our socks knocked off.
Yeah, someone who plays guitar in Purgatory told me such. So that's cool.
Now there's Purgatory, or not Purgatory. I've done it again. There's Demons and Wizards U.S. tour dates. None of them are next to me. I'm going to try my best to go to the Chicago show. You're actually going to go to one also, aren't you?
Yes, July 31st. No, sorry, June 31st. In London. It's going to be killer.
Is that a festival? Is that a festival or at a?
No, it's their own. It's their one and only. It's their first ever one and only UK headline show. So
nice.
I'm going to be going to their first ever. The only show they're going to play, and it's probably going to be their last ever show as well, because I noticed the way they were talking about the North American show, where it's like, oh, it's the first and the last North American tour for Demons and Wizards. So yeah. I am you can tell me your opinion in a sec, but like, am I taking that am I taking that in a way that John is planning once that album cycle is done, Demons and Wizards are done?
See, I don't see them dropping the album January, February, whatever next year, and not playing that material live. I just don't see them.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like they'll drop
So
it in
I think
January. They'll tour the shit out of it for a year or two, and then that's it. Demon was that's the end. That's the closing chapter for Demons and Wizards.
I don't think so.
Because
I
even
think as big as it is,
because even John was saying to us that he doesn't feel like he might have 10 years left in him for Iced Earth. So is he really gonna like squeeze another Demons album in that? I don't see it. I don't for as long as this album has taken to come out, 14, 15 years, I don't see it. I reckon this is going to be the end. This is going to be the last
I,
album. They're going to do a massive 2-year tour cycle, and that'll be it. I think so. I could be wrong. That's my opinion.
I see that if this is super successful, I don't see it not being followed up quickly. I could be wrong.
But I would rather see another Iced Earth record after this is done. To be fair with you, to be honest with you.
I would say that to his face. I just prefer Iced Earth. I mean, it's nothing against Hansi.
Yeah.
You know, I like a lot of the Demons and Wizards stuff, and I'm going to give it its proper due, especially when I get the vinyls. But if I had the choice between a brand new Demons or Stu redoing Night of the Storm Rider, I would take Stu and Iced Earth any day of the week.
Now that's the question, isn't it? After this Demons and Wizards stint, I reckon we won't see anything by Iced Earth until at least 2021, 2022.
Well, here's the thing about that. You got to think it's already written. So if they did Purgatory, which is 5 songs, in what, 10 days, 8 days, something like that, John could fit in a month or 2 months to do Storm Rider.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think we'll see anything.
A new studio?
No, just anything. I don't think we'll see anything from Iced Earth until 2021 or 2022, because this Demons thing, like you're saying, this Demons thing looks like it's going to be massive, and they might devote 2 years to touring the album.
I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, like so do I. Like as far even I'm not a Blind Guardian fan, but I've heard Blind Guardian fans going, well, "What about Blind Guardian? What about this? Or
Right.
this orchestral album they're meant to be making?" So I don't think Blind Guardian fans want this to go on too long either. But
Now here's a question for anybody that's watching this show. If you are a big Blind Guardian fan, let us know in the comments if you prefer Blind Guardian or Demons and Wizards. Because as an Iced Earth fan, I have no problem saying that I prefer Iced Earth. I would take the worst Iced Earth album over the best Demons and Wizards. So I wonder how Blind Guardian fans feel about the difference. Because, I mean, they still got their singer.
I think I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to bring my opinion.
Okay.
Right. People will comment down below your thoughts, but I think it goes a bit deeper than just like, what do they prefer? I think it depends if you discovered Demons Wizards first. That's your introduction to those two bands was Demons and Wizards. That's potentially fans like that could be out there like that. Or I think it depends on what band introduced you to Demons and Wizards, because obviously you've got the Blind Guardian fans discovered them because Hansi's in Demons Wizards, and us Iced Earth fans discovered Demons because John was in the band. And I don't see fans of either band liking the side band more. I don't know how that's possible from either fandom.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But that's a good, cool thing I just thought about, really, because do you think there were fans of metal that discovered Demons and Wizards, and in turn,
Without knowing the other two?
yeah, and in turn discovered Iced Earth and Blind Guardians off of the back of that side band? It's possible.
That, if so, I would have to think that they would have to be European or German fans, just because of how big that is over there.
Mm.
And that's another thing. If you became a Demons and Wizards fan before the other two, post below. I'd love to hear your story. That's an excellent question, Jason.
I have another question to everybody and to you. I don't consider Iced Earth a power metal band by any means. They're traditional heavy metal in my eyes, right? In my ears, should I say? Now, I've seen it happening. Blabbermouth have said it. Different places. Are Demons and Wizards power metal to you?
You know, I hate those labels. If I seen it like on a show where they were labeling, I could see it happening there. But I kind of think of most bands just metal. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not that simple anymore. It's not
But it
that
is
simple.
it is to the person. They have power metal tendencies. I think they're more power metal with Hansi and Demons than Iced Earth is.
See, like nowadays, you get people that want to. They go, "Oh, what does that sound like?" Well, they're kind of like operatic, melodic, groovy, traditional heavy metal with some black metal and a bit of death metal in there. And it's like the label goes on and on because there's all these different elements in a band now that you can't really pin them down.
Right.
Because I'm not, when I say Iced Earth are not power metal, I don't think they are at all. There's definitely elements in there. Like
I agree.
for me, Horror Show and Glorious Burden have a lot of power metal elements in their writing. They're very, very like got that progressive power metal element in those two records. But I think if you're going to describe the band as an underpinning sound, you're going to say traditional heavy metal or just heavy metal, as I usually say.
See, I'm okay with just the heavy metal. I mean, there's
Yeah.
elements of thrash, obviously, and there's, some prog influence and power metal. So I know John hates to be labeled, so I think it's just metal.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's interesting. So a lot of excitement going on about Demons. I know a lot of people are buying the tickets, and the ticket sales are going good, and the bundles look really cool. Like you said, I just am not going to put forth the money into collecting the Demons as I do Iced Earth. So, like I said, I'm already 7 deep on Enter the Realm vinyl with one more on the way. So I'm not going to buy all those different Demons.
I tell you what, man. Though we've got the Purgatory thing. We've got Enter the Realm. We've got Demons and Wizards. What is next to like eat our wallet? Like because I feel like I've spent so much, over the last 6 months on Iced Earth related stuff. It seems like when we say Renaissance, and when I say Renaissance, I don't think that's a lie at all. I think it's very much that. And this has been release after release. If it's not Purgatory, it's Enter the Realm. If it's not Enter the Realm, it's Demons and Wizards. If it's not Demons and Wizards, it's a Luke Appleton thing. If it's not Luke Appleton, it's Eternal Odyssey. If it's not that, it's something else.
Witherfall.
Like Witherfall. If it's not that, it's Ashes 2. If it's not that, it's We Are Sentinels. It's just there's so much stuff to digest, man.
That's good.
I know it is, but my wallet cries because I can't afford all of it.
My bank account weeps also, but
The question, Lorenzo, is it weeps of joy because you're so happy to get the stuff, but your bank just can't. You just can't always. Like I haven't had the chance to pre-order the Kent's medley thing, and Eternal Odyssey. I just haven't had the money to. I haven't had a chance.
I'm waiting for the vinyl. It's coming. So I'm waiting for the vinyl.
Should I be excited?
I don't know. I'm just that's the reason why I haven't. Brent told me that there was a vinyl coming, so that's why I'm kind of waiting on that one. I just prefer vinyl.
I hope it's a really cool color. I hope it's like a really nice colored vinyl or something, or just black would do. Black would be really cool. Vinyl. I love vinyl.
Yeah, I do too. But I hope that Luke's does good. Luke had told us that if all things go well, his could see a vinyl release. Snake Eyes would be awesome on vinyl.
He also told us that when we promote the album, when we promote his music on our podcast, he gets a little spike of pre-orders. So go out and buy his album, lukeapperton.net.
Yes.
You can go and buy it now.
Yeah, and if you got to keep up if you're a completionist, if you've got Enter the Realm and you've got the self-titled album and you got Days of Purgatory or Purgatory, and you want all Gene Adam, you've got to have this to complete your collection.
And Jacob's Well.
Jacob's Well, yes. More Jacob's Well coming hopefully this year too.
That'd be cool. And from what Gene tells us from our interview earlier in the year, he's going full whack on it. He's gonna have a big production.
He's gonna
and
Morris.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It sounds like it's gonna be a big venture for him. Speaking of albums, my band's writing an album. We're to release. We got a planned release for November this year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're in the midst of writing it. It's gonna be one hell of a thing. I can't wait.
Is it gonna be a full length or an EP again?
Full length, proper.
Nice.
The full shebang. We've got a promoter. He's happily booked our album launch. So we play a show, and that's where we launch our album, is through a show. So we've got an album launch show in November, and it's gonna be cool, man. Like, I can't wait to get this album finished. Finished writing it and get into the studio and get it recorded and stuff. It's like to have a CD or something with my band and say, look, I made this. That's gonna be wicked.
I hope it's hugely successful, sir. That way I can sell your EP on eBay.
Well, saying that, John Schaefer's got my band's cassette EP.
Oh yeah.
I sent him a big box with a couple of podcast T-shirts and just other odds and ends that I had that I wanted to gift him and stuff. So we never did get that photo of him wearing it though, did we? No.
Not yet.
I did ask him, you need to model that shit, and he didn't say anything. So I was like, damn it.
He's busy working like 18 hours a day right now.
Yeah, because he's a crazy workaholic motherfucker.
So we are going to refilm our Ancient Curion episode, and we still got Days of Purgatory coming up. We still have interviews with Luke, hopefully Witherfall very soon, and the Storm Rider himself, Mr. John Greeley. So if you haven't, hit subscribe and check us out, because we're going to have more content coming.
And as you're not going to mention it, I will. Chuck has. We have finally. Well, I won't say we because we're a podcast. We are finally in talks with the Ripper, Tim Owens. Finally. So, fingers crossed.
It sounds like it's going to be a audio only interview, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I've been in the talks with him the last couple of days, so I wasn't going to mention it until it's official. But that might be a thing where we don't even have time to have questions. It might just happen like it's happening now and it's done. So that might be a surprise for everybody. So we're working on that. We've always been working on Tim. He's just putting out an album every 2 weeks. So
he's a busy dude, man. He's busy.
Yeah. So, but that's all I got. You got anything else, Jason?
No, it's just great to be a fan of Ice Earth.
Great to be back.
Fans of everything related, and they just they keep releasing shit, and I keep buying it, and my bank keeps crying at me, but I don't care. I still buy it, and I am definitely running out of room for my vinyl collection. So that says something. I bought like 4 albums yesterday.
What'd you buy?
I bought Dimmu Borgir's Death Cult Armageddon album.
Nice.
I bought. What did I get? I bought more than 4. I bought about 6. Oh, my brain. What brain work? I bought a self-titled album by a band called Jungle Rock, like traditional death metal, really good band. I bought a kind of sludgy hardcore band called The Resistance. I bought their album called Scars,
Nice.
and I bought 2 albums by a band called Blood Red Throne. Again, traditional death metal, fucking really good death metal. And then I bought an album by a band called Analepsy, which are brutal slamming death metal, and they're just crushing. Shout out to Ulysses for showing me them because they're awesome. Thanks, dude.
Ulysses is awesome.
Yeah. No
Top
ice,
flight security.
no ice surf in that list, but I'm into a lot more stuff as well.
You've got a few things you showed today.
Yes.
So, also a touring note that was just announced today. I'm so excited about Sanctuary. They opened up for Iced Earth on the Incorruptible U.S. dates, and they are vocaled by Joseph Michael of Witherfall. Just announced a small string of U.S. dates, and one of them is my town. I'm so excited. I'll be there in July with a stack full of Joseph Michael records ready to be signed.
Don't care about the show, just care about getting your shit signed, right?
You know, and I would admit, I was not aware of Sanctuary until the show that I seen with Iced Earth, and he definitely converted me. So I think they're doing one of their more popular albums in its entirety, so I need to pick that up along the way and be ready for it. No, I love the Sanctuary show that I seen, and a lot of people I heard became Witherfall fans through seeing Joseph sing with Sanctuary. So I'm excited to get my Witherfall collection signed this summer as well. So that's huge news for me. So if you saw Sanctuary on the Incorruptible tour, look those dates up and see if there's something near you.
I still need to invest my time in some Witherfall because I haven't checked them out. And Sanctuary, really. I haven't listened to much Sanctuary either.
Worldain was great. If I don't know how much you knew about Nevermore either.
Yeah, I quite liked Nevermore, although I kind of liked only one album, which is weird. But oh well.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to do it. More content coming. Don't forget to hit subscribe and check out our Facebook group. It's great for sharing everything and just chatting with other fans.
Yeah, definitely smack that like button, subscribe to the channel.
We're close to 500.
Close to 500, we're getting there. We started that mission, what feels like 2 years ago now. Yeah, we're so close to 500 subscribers. Be sure to check out our Podbean, which is podcastandstone.podbean.com, where you can find the audio versions of our episodes, and you can download them so you can have them on your phone if you're going to go out and you can listen. Or if you rather stream, you can find us on Spotify. Just look up Podcast and Stone, all one word, on Spotify, and we'll pop up. Really happy that that we're on Spotify. That kind of made me smile when I saw us come up on Spotify.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
That's cool, man.
If any of you care to see more of me, I've just launched a new channel called Slave to the Dark on YouTube, where we'll be reviewing mostly metal and heavy music releases, and just talking about the metal scene in general. So if you want to see stuff like that, it's just me in front of a camera talking shit. So if that kind of intrigues any of you guys, then just look up Slave to the Dark on YouTube, and you'll find me there. Thank you for everyone that has commented and liked on a video and subscribed to Podcast and Stone, and thanks to everybody that has kind of taken an interest in what I'm doing on my other channel. So, Chuck, anything you want to say before we take this home?
No, thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to check out Luke, Enter the Realm, Brent's Eternal Odyssey, Vintage by Witherfall, lots of cool stuff, and also your Demons pre-orders get those out. I can't wait to talk about those more and more as the upcoming months continue.
And don't be shy to share your collections. We're all for seeing people's collections. Some really cool
I
stuff
love
so
collection
far.
pictures.
It's really cool. Yeah, so keep an eye on the group. It's always active with tons of people jumping in. Bill Owen from Purgatory, Matt Barlow shows up from time to time. A great, wonderful place for fans. I'm just gonna be super blunt and just say it's the best. It's, in my opinion, this is a bit biased because it's our group, but I'm proud to say these words. I believe that our group is the best Iced Earth fan group on the internet. I just think we are. I think we've got the most engaging fan base on that group. It's just fucking great, and you guys are because of that, and you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We've been a while since we recorded, so yeah, sorry about that.
Good to be back.
Life sucks and life steals your time all the time. Anyway, I've been Jason. I've been joined as always by Chuck Hoskins, the incomparable Chuck Hoskins. We have been Podcasting Stone. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Stay metal because metal lives, my friends. See you later.